and welcome to Baad Ass Us. That's right, that's who we are, Baad Ass Us, here on Vision and Purpose Media Productions. And today we have another good one for you. It's all about family matters. It's the community, extended family. What do your extended family look like? That's what we're talking about today here on Baad Ass Us. Who are we? We are women, beautiful, accomplished, and divine. Our gentlemen, our brothers, accomplished and determined. Yet, as society see us, we must still change the narrative. That's right, that's who we are, Baad Ass Us, here on Vision and Purpose Media Productions. We be right back at you. See you on the other side.
It is key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week?
Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental
Well, this week
movement.
has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be. I was
Staying
listening to
upbeat.
teaching and get back to that happy, cheery self you guys of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful
creative.
because of all of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Marjorie?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
Serving others.
Is that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right. And don't forget, self-care is key.
Self-care.
All right. So see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Baad Ass Us. That's right, that's who we are, Baad Ass Us, here on Vision and Purpose Media Productions. And today, as I said, we have a good one for you. But as always, it's time to introduce our co-host. Ooh, we have the gentleman to my left, which is your right, Darius Jones. Hi, Darius.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for inviting me today.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
pleasure.
Yes, yes. And we have our beloved Tracy Brown over there. Hi, Tracy.
Hey guys, how are you? In for a dynamite show today.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
yes, we are.
are. And then we have the lovely Tawanda Sampson. How are you today?
Hi everybody. We do have a lovely show on this evening. It's all about you, family.
Yes, and that's true. It's all about you, the family, right? Yes, yes. And guys, and family, we always do our family matters. And, we talk about our just internal family, our blood family, our, immediate family. But today is going to be our extended family, the community who we love so much, and here on the platform, we just want to be that positive voice for the Black community and just, share such good information because I have some powerhouses sitting here with me tonight, and they all do so many great things to give back to their community, the community family who we love so much. So let's get started. I'm just going to just start right now. What does the community extended family look like? It's look like different for everyone. So for me, my community family, extension of my community family, even actually start with the business. My business, VMP, we not co-workers. We're a family, and so because when you work together and you're here so much and we get personal with each other, we share, brainstorm, and we just come under one umbrella of just the love for the community. So that's what make us family. And then going out and extending that out into the community, just want to be that positive voice, have a media platform that we as the Black community can feel proud of. So, so that's what it looked like initially starting here with
Right.
Vision and Purpose, So, yeah, so Darius, so what do that look like for you?
So I feel as though, for me personally, it started with the church home. I grew up with a lot of peers of similar ages of me, similar background, similar family structure. And growing up in church, we had to be in church. We had to kind of be friends because that's the only friends that we had.
Yeah.
Being there 4 or 5 times a week. But after being adults and actually kind of growing apart from the church, the friends kind of reconnected in a worldly view, and it kind of pushed us back into the church because now we start realizing what we're missing, and a lot of times we're comparing our friendships internally versus externally, and it's just, we had a much tighter bond, a much better perspective on life. So we definitely pushed each other to kind of be more accountable for each other, and it ultimately pushed us back to the church at the same time. So we find our own church home, but for me, yeah, that external family aspect was huge. For sure.
Yes, yes, yes. And Tracy, you know, she's a big community person, a big faith base. Matter of fact, she was our community hero in our January, February issue. Look, can I get that tag real quick? Yeah,
Absolutely.
so you need to pick up that Vision and Purpose Community magazine, our January, February issue, and you will see our community hero right there inside. Yes, and we always ask, what's 3 words to describe yourself? And Christian was one of the first words that came out, you know, visionary, Christian, and just a supporter. So that's who you are, our community hero. So tell us, yeah.
You know, I was sitting here listening to Darius, so I was funny because I'm actually a PK kid, and so I understand that part about, you know, being in church from sun up to sundown, and that does become your family. Your family looks in many different ways, and many of us who maybe work 80 hours a week, that becomes your family. You know, even for me, you know, my family are my, you know, I used to always say I was a Facebook stalker. I mean, a lot of friends like that, but those have become some good relationships. And so even with my women's group, you know, it's a good relationship. And about that friendship and that relationship and that extended family, if you can't, it's valuable. You know, they say you can't pick your family, but it's nice enough to know that you can choose your friends, and you want all of them to be your friends to some degree, you know. But it was just, it's interesting. I love my extended family.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's cool.
Wow.
So, yeah, so we're going to leave it to you.
Yeah, extended family. I have to join in with y'all about the church.
Yes.
Grew up in church, born in church. I think I in my mama's womb in the church type of thing. Darius just referenced something about your friends and everything, and it just so happened right at the beginning, maybe it was the second week in January, I reached out to some childhood friends. And so we skipped church. And we went and had brunch together. We hadn't seen each other in a very long time. And so it was good to hook up and reminisce and do some catch up. And so you do make friends when you have that extended family. And you care for one another, you know?
Yes.
That concern for one another. So yeah.
Right, and the thing about the extended family and the friends, you may not see them for months, for years, but it's still that connection. They're there when you need them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes your family member's not even there when you need them, but your extended family, they're there when you need them. And sometimes if you got that real good extended family member, they'll know when something's wrong with you, right? They'll pick up the phone and they call. So it's great to have extended family. It's always, I just think, something positive, because everybody brings something to each other.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting something from each and one and every you tonight. So you guys have just became my extended family.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes, yes. See why she's the community hero? Look,
Yeah.
I just feel like Vanna White.
Just present it.
Yes, and which is true, you know, and then what we do though, we take our, you know, our gift and our gift sets and relationships, because it's all about what? Relationships, building that relationships, you know, and as one of my mentor, Emmett Peace, always say, relationships take you places that money can't. So, and I just love that, relationship take you places that money can't. I was like, wow, that was just so powerful to me the first time I heard him say that, and which is true, because we take these relationships and that's what makes it our extended family. And then when you are extended family, then what you want to do, you want to share this good, some this wholesome feeling that you have, and you want to go and give it back out into the community, right? And so, and everyone here just use that relationships, that talent, that skill set, and give back to the community. So I want to just start over to my right this time, and I'm going to start with you, Tawana, and I know you are passionate about just taking something like tea time and just using it as a powerful connection to connect women together. So tell us a little bit about that, where that come from. So how do, you know, why is tea time so important to you to give back to your community?
Well, tea time is very important because when you think about tea time itself, it's a time where people come together. Now, I have learned through some studying that we, like you just did, we reference tea time always to women, but I have learned that men also have tea time.
what? Did they do this? The
said
fingy
when?
pinky?
No, they don't do the finger pinky.
Okay, I just
No,
want to
we don't do that.
And look, and there's a way to do the finger pinky. There's an etiquette about this
Yes,
tea as well.
yes, yeah.
So, but learning that men do tea, so that helps to really bring community and relationship together, because it's not just a woman thing.
Right.
And so I was excited to hear about that and see that, because now I don't just reach out to just women, it's men as well.
Wow, that's powerful. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And so, Miss Tracy, yes.
So what type of tea do the men drink? Do they like the same type of tea that the women drink? I mean,
Good question.
What did you figure out with that?
Oyster
well,
tea. They like oyster tea.
Well,
on
see,
this one.
I started this. I have one ministry, Pink Ladies Are Pearls, but then in the pandemic, I started tea time, and so I always ask my guests to have tea. Bring your teacup, and we actually drink while we're on, on the
air.
camera, right? And so, and you have to announce what the tea is that you're drinking. And so, yeah, they drink the same type of tea we drink. Yeah.
Learn something already from
Yeah.
my extended family. We learned about that men drink tea too. I never thought about inviting a man to a tea party.
Yeah.
Now, might be something different.
Yeah.
Check your tea party.
You're
out.
gonna have to come. You're gonna
Yes,
have to come.
yes. And that's going to be in April, right?
April 29th at Martin's Crosswinds here in Greenbelt, Maryland. Yes.
Yes.
There will be men there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You heard it here first. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and Miss Tracy, so we're going to have to go, right?
Definitely gonna have to go.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I got to be there.
Bring Darius
You-
along.
I
You
drink
most
tea every
definitely
day.
have
So
to be
Yes,
there.
that's
yes.
nothing.
And you,
yes,
and you
yes.
have
We
to
bring
be
in
there.
Darius as well.
Yeah, let's
I
do
think
it.
his favorite tea going to be chamomile or something. Is
Chamomile?
Ain't that what they
Really?
call it?
How you knew that?
That's a calming.
Yes.
That's weird.
That's part of your
Yeah.
And you know what?
personality.
I'm just saying, because his personality is so on all the
Yeah.
time. I can see him wanting to relax with his tea.
Yeah.
So yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm a daily drinker.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I got one in my office for sure.
Yeah.
Got my
really.
staff on tea. Yeah, so no.
Let's see
Tea's
what
healthy.
you see what your tea time just
Wow.
did. It just started a whole
Wow.
conversation.
All the frappuccinos and coffees. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
See,
Do
yeah.
something herbal real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I
Yeah.
love it. So, yeah.
Good. But even talking about the tea time and the extended family,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times you mentioned somebody mentioned the word relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's about.
Yes.
It's about the relationships. It's about making that connection with that individual, whether it's through tea time, whether it's through our business, whether it's through whatever, because we never know what individuals are going through. And just having that connection and building that relationship with someone is very important. So I'm a great relationship type of person, because that's how you build your community, right?
Yes.
Relationships. That's
Yes.
how you build nonprofits. Let me throw that in there.
Yes.
Throw it in.
Relationships, because when people begin to look at your nonprofit, they're looking at you. So what type of relationship that you present? You see some people that have tons of people around them, right? That's because they're a good relationship
Yeah.
person. They're genuine.
Yeah.
You have to look at the characteristics of being genuine in the relationship. So I just think that I'm still, twirling over that tea time. I gotta do that, but anyway, I'm still excited about that. Just extended family period.
Yeah.
Just meeting people new. I like to talk. I guess you guys can know that. I like to talk, but you learn things about
Yeah.
people when you have a conversation.
That's
with them.
right.
We don't do too much of conversation. Since we had the pandemic, like socialization has gone away, and so you can see that in some settings, people don't know how to socialize. So you have to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Make sure that when you're having that extended family time, that you listen.
Exactly. And that's true, because when you're in a room, you see everybody doing this.
Yep.
It was already that way before the pandemic, but now with the pandemic, it has gotten to be. So I'm liking the fact that even in February, you're going to be doing like a social networking meeting here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So tell us
You
about.
wanna drop your phones at the door.
Yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wait,
I
That's a
love
good
it.
rule. That's a
Yes.
good rule.
That's the rule.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The rule, you can drop them at the door, because guess what? It's about making that connection. And you can't make that connection if you're always on your phone.
True that.
Yeah.
It's
You're always
about
looking
finding
down,
out-
right?
It's about finding out what that individuals are like, what that service or that product they do.
Sure.
You can do that on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes you feel, just think about it, if I was on my phone all the time, you talking to me, how would you feel?
Ignore.
Yep.
Ignore,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You gotta drop the phone at the door.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
love that.
I agree.
love-
That's a
so,
great concept.
Yeah, that, it really is, and you know, because we just so hooked to these devices that, you know, like you said, we text so much, and we don't even know how to communicate in person, you know, or pick up the phone and make that phone call. Because me myself, see, I'm getting ready to go on a whole nother topic. Watch this. So me myself, I'm just gonna say about this texting and phone etiquette. Certain things you cannot text a family member or friend to ask. If you're asking for certain things, don't do it through text. And some of the things still need to be pick up the phone and say it in person. You cannot put everything in text. So, you know, see, you started this, and I need to take a commercial break, but she started something.
No, that's
so,
real.
yeah,
That's
so
too
when we
real.
come back,
Something.
yes, we're gonna always starting something. Too long to get out. Oh yeah, okay, y'all want me to sing because I can't do
break it
y'all
down
let me
for
go
'em.
there. All right, so yes, as you see, we just having a real conversation right here on Vision and Purpose Media Production. We be right back at you. Stay tuned. Join us on the other side. Bad Ass Us. Yeah, that's right. That's who we are. Bad Ass Us. What? Who are we? We are women. Beautiful, accomplished, and divine. That's right. Bad Ass Us. Yeah. Who are we? We are gentlemen. Are our brothers accomplished and determined? Yet, as society see us, we must still change the narrative. Yeah, that's right. Who are we? The black community. Remember us? We are accomplished. We are determined. We are divine. We are of greatness. That's right. The black community. Bad Ass Us. Who are we? That's right. Who am I? I am the person committed to building the next community movement. What about you?
Hello, my name is Tania McQueen. I'm the Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources.
What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Ward 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're going to provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the supports that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident. You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
We are Baad Ass Us here on Vision and Purpose Media Production, and it was getting good right at commercial break.
Yeah.
You know, we started talking about texting and what we should do, and I'm telling you, you need to be here in between the commercials because that's where the real conversation goes on. Yeah, so we was having some good conversation during the commercial break. But I want to come back, Tracy, for you can talk about your event that's coming up in February, and leaving the phones at the door. In February, you're gonna leave your phones at the door. But tell us what kind of event.
I'm actually doing a networking event, and I love the network, so that's why you got to leave the phones at the door, simply because you can have that conversation, you can start to build that relationship, and it's about building capacity through social media, through having a networking event, so you build your capacity. So that means you can't have that's why you can't have your phones, because you need to touch as many people as you can when you're in the room. Not only do you need to touch them, you need to be asking them specific questions, right? You need to know what their service is, what their product is.
Yes.
You know, not necessarily how much it costs, but you need to make that connection without your phone.
Sure.
You know, leave it there, have a conversation, because you never know where it may spark from or what may happen. Like I was like, oh, I remember Darius. You know, so it was from that conversation, even though it was brief, it was from that conversation, because the key about networking is actually you remember something that person said when they pick up the phone. You
That's
say,
true.
You know what? It was good. You're the one that's having the tea time, right? And you talked about the men being there, so that makes that connection, right?
Yeah.
We're back to that relationship, because you know I was paying attention to you.
Absolutely.
I wasn't on my phone.
Exactly.
I wasn't on my phone, so I invite you to come out and join me that day. I'll leave some information with you so we can just.
Yes, but for in the meantime, it is the
When is
Saturday,
it?
February the 25th.
The 25th.
Yeah,
25th.
and is right
time, too.
here at 1441 McComber Drive, Suite 1040. We hope to see you here. Yes, yes.
What
so
day is it on?
Yeah, that's a Saturday.
Saturday. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
so hold up.
Saturday.
I put a lot of notes in my phone. So that means I'm going to have pen and paper to write things down.
That'd be good too. You know, usually when I do a networking event, I always have a little pad, right?
Yeah.
And I have like 3 little questions on there that you should ask the individual that you're with. So you actually ask them that three questions, and after that leads to a whole different type of conversation.
Okay.
You know, but
And if you want to know what them 3 questions are, you're going to have to
Gotta
wait
come
till
to-
Saturday, February the 25th to get it, right?
give you all the good tea.
Not at all.
Look, I like that. Give you all the
Bring it
good
back.
tea at the look. Give you all the good tea at the network and getting us ready for the tea time.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Yes,
But you
indeed.
know what? And look, the Darius sitting here. We're not leaving Darius out
No,
because
yeah.
you know what? He got so much going on, and he's having and planning something really big as well. He loves doing concerts and benefit concerts to give back to undeserved communities.
Absolutely.
So yes. So tell us about your event.
Speak
coming
on
up.
it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Yes.
speak on it.
See?
So,
I just love
I done
this
did a
energy.
few concerts so far,
Okay.
and partner up with a nonprofit organization, and the individual's name is Francesca Sparkle. Amazing individual. She's been shedding a lot of light to me on the nonprofit space. I've been giving back to nonprofits and just catering my time, my assets, things of that sort. But now I can really get indefinitely involved in it. So, we're planning to do something big this summer, spring, with a major artist. We're not going to release the artist yet. But pretty much half of the proceeds will go towards nonprofits from DC and PG. So we're trying to highlight 30 nonprofits, and we want them to get 5 figures of funding. So that's pretty much the overall goal. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of just lack of knowledge sharing right now, lack of opportunities right now for us, and we're just choosing the latter instead of the positive right now. So we're just trying to give those nonprofits that are making impact just just a battery in their back so they can keep going, because they're not. It's hard for them to get grants. It's hard for them to rekindle the monies to even to stay involved. So we need to look more so internally in the black communities instead of looking towards sponsorship of government. Sometimes we could just band together, and that's pretty much what I plan to do.
I like that.
Yes. And see, in young professionals, and that's the thing, we have to allow them their space and give them their creative rights to do what's our future needs, because they are our future. So, I love sitting back and just talking with Darius and learning, all the things that the young professional are into, because you know what, we as the older generation,
speak for yourself.
The experienced generation and the mature generation,
I'm still
and
learning.
the wise generation, because I don't mind being older too, because I am. So because the years put us there. We just have to keep ourselves open to to constantly keep learning. That's why for me, I have to keep youth and young professionals around me. Ain't that right, Jaden? So I always like to give shout out to my
Jaden the
man.
man.
He's doing his thing tonight.
Yeah, so I'm loving the fact that you're doing it. And with that being said, I'm glad. And see, and he's open enough to say he's learning about this, non-profit organization space. And who's the best to tell us about this? This space and grants and all this good stuff. So.
And guess who I got a meeting with tomorrow?
Who?
What? Miss Tracy. I'm gonna be on time too. Before time.
Before time.
Yes.
So I love that to hear that you say you're doing this to give it back to nonprofits, and give them a boost. Because a lot of times that's what they need. But see, once again, I said a little earlier, nonprofits are about having relationships.
Sure.
So when you begin to develop those relationships, guess what? I believe in you. So you giving a concert, I'm gonna be there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
See how easy it is? But it's about the relationship. It's about the relationships and the communication and putting down that phone sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
just have to throw that back in there.
No.
But definitely about putting down the phone. But when it comes to the nonprofits, it's good because you're doing a good cause, and I don't know if you've identified the 30 or how many other nonprofits that you're going to give back to, but you also mentioned the different things, because we do have a high crime rate. We do have seniors without food, we have regular people without food, we have the AIDS out, foster care. There's a whole lot going on. People needing books to go to school. I mean,
it's a lot.
A lot of stuff is going on. And I appreciate you doing that.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to talking to you.
Yeah, let's fill these boys together.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, see, and I knew I connected the right two together,
Yes,
and
you did.
so, and then, and see, and that's, it is all about relationship and networking, guys. And, and Tracy and I is just, this year in 2023, we all about building the relationships and doing the networking. So, guys, you're going to hear a lot about our, because actually you came to our networking meeting that we had as well.
Sure.
So, we meet the second Sunday here every month at the second Sunday, which will be the third Sunday in February, because, I know you all like the Super Bowl, so ain't no need of me trying to do no networking event on that Sunday. So I already know when I'm out my lane, so it will be the third Sunday in February. And this is great stuff, and Tawanda, I love the fact you're doing something unique as well.